Today's episode of the Conversation Havers podcast is brought to you by Clearwater Pressure Wash. They're a pressure washing company in the League City and Friendswood area, and they are the best in the business in the area. They'll give you an amazing, fair price for their work. They do houses, driveways, sidewalks, curbs, patios, really anything you ask of them. I've seen their videos on Instagram. The before and after is really amazing. It can really just revitalize the way your home or your patio looks. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook at Clearwater Pressure Wash, or you can email jesusv32@gmail.com and get in contact with them that way. I highly recommend them, and they're the official sponsor of the Conversation Havers podcast. 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Conversation Havers podcast. My name is Collin.
And my name's Trey, and I'd like to give just a real hearty yee!
Thanks.
Yeah.
I needed that today.
Hey, no fucking problem, man. I'm happy I could be of service to you, you know what I mean? I'm fucking, like, recently I've been fucking with the country vibes, you know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got some
that?
I don't really even know. I got some country roots, and like
Your whole redneck family.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like redneck Cajun mix.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, they're great. Yeah, whatchamacallit, my dad went fishing the other night, and, like, we ate some firefish, and I was like, man, I'm finna have to go fishing, and, like, I might just switch up on everybody and just get country on them.
Start, like, unironically posting fishing memes.
I mean,
she said it was her or fishing.
I've already posted, like, 12 fishing pics, or fishing memes, and it was ironic, but, like, it's also unironic because, like, oh, wow. There was a phone in a cup holder that vibrated.
Yeah, that won't happen again. Stupid phone.
Yeah. We're going to shut you up, phone. But, yeah, we're back. I wasn't on the last episode.
Yeah.
Or depending on when this
Release
goes
order.
up.
Episode 14 you weren't on.
Yeah, this is the one we're recording after that. But, so you've been at camp?
I have.
How has that been?
It's been pretty good for the most part. I mean, children are insane.
Oh, yeah.
That is unchanging.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't, as much as I want to, sometimes I won't be talking crap about individual campers. Because I feel like that's a mean thing to do publicly.
It's like, because y'all some snitches.
But, I mean, I've had some characters going back. I mean, just my entire experience as a camp counselor.
Yeah, how long have you been at this particular camp?
So
it's been a while.
I first started coming when I was 8 years old as a camper. So this is my 13th summer.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like consecutively, or have you taken some off?
Consecutively. I've never missed an entire summer of camp.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But yeah, and so this is my 5th year being a counselor in any sort of way. Mm-hmm. And I've had some crazy shit.
Oh, I know of one particular story, and I know you know what I'm talking about.
The time I shared a bunk with the possessed kid.
Yeah. Have we said that on this podcast?
I don't think so.
It's pretty wacky. It ain't Halloween, but that shit crazy.
It really happens. I mean, I don't know how else to put that.
Yeah.
I mean,
you hear stories and it's like, I don't know, that I definitely believe in ghosts and stuff, like that shit crazy.
Yeah, no, it was like, basically I came in to my cabin and I was a well-known camper. I was one of like the only kids, maybe even the only kid that used to stay like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. All
the time. So I was coming in, it was my 5th summer at this camp.
Mm-hmm.
I was 12 years old, and I was in the oldest cabin, which it usually goes up to 14. So I was the second youngest guy in the cabin.
Yeah.
Or maybe third young, right at the youngest side.
Yeah.
But the youngest kid in the cabin was a kid named Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
And Cameron, I mean, he seemed a little, looking back at it, he was probably kind of autistic.
Yeah.
I can't confirm. At the very least, he was just kind of
behavioral.
He was like a Sammy Classic Sonic fan.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
So he was a little off from the start, but no one really thought too much of it. We were just like, all right, you know, like you get put in cabins with like stranger children than this, so
yeah,
we'll survive. We thought. So we keep going throughout the week, and nothing weird happens until Tuesday night, probably. And it starts on Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're walking back from this campfire. We had this one kid. His name was Aiden. And Aiden thought he was big shit because he was an extra in the recent Spy Kids movie.
Whoa, yeah. Aiden. I'll see you on the red carpet, bro.
The fourth Spy Kids movie.
The fourth one. Is that the one that was in 4D? Where you like scratch and sniff and like a baby shits itself and you get to scratch and sniff and like that really happens.
Yeah, probably.
I haven't seen the movie.
I don't know.
I've just heard someone talk about it.
It was the fourth one. It was the one that came out like 5 years after all the other ones that everyone like kind of widely regards as being like the bad one.
I think that's 4D. They're all fucking bad though.
Are you blaspheming Spy Kids right now? I will not have this.
I mean, as a kid, I watched...
Don't get me wrong. Aiden, if you're listening to this, you were a piece of shit.
Whoa! Whoa! We got beef.
Yeah,
whoa.
No, we do. This kid, he was not a good noodle. I hate to report.
Damn, Aiden, I hope you got your act right. Maybe he's chill now.
Yeah, maybe he is. I mean,
how old was he at this time?
13. I was 12.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you know how fucking crazy I was.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a completely different noodle now.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. But anyway, so Aiden thought he was big shit because he was in Spy Kids. So he'd always try and, like, say shit or whatever. And he goes, dude, Cameron's acting weird right now. And I was like, whatever, shut up, Aiden. We get, like, completely ignoring it. But then I, like, glance around and he's, like wrapped around our counselor. His name is Ben, and he's wrapped around Ben. I'm like, okay, I mean, maybe he's just scared of the dark or some shit.
Yeah.
But he goes, like, we listen in, and he's saying, like, oh yeah, they told me to drag Aiden back to the campfire and sacrifice him. And I'm like, what? Damn. What is happening? And so, like, I'm highly freaked out by these events.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just like, maybe he's crazy. And Aiden, of course, is trying to spin it into, like, he's like, oh, yeah, they say there's this disease going around. And I'm
going around? Like it's catchable? Yeah. You catch schizophrenia?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I'll get into it. I don't think it was schizophrenia.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, that kid, it's like...
Yeah.
You can catch mental disorders.
He's trying to say shit, right? And I'm just like, whatever, shut up, Aiden. That night, nothing too weird happens. And it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Next night is when shit gets really weird. So he spends the night in the nurse's office or something. Nurse's office has like 2-3 beds for like sick kids.
Yeah.
So he stays the night in there. He doesn't sleep in the cabin. Next day goes pretty normal. It's a day where we do this thing called Silver Turtles. And Silver Turtles is like everyone's favorite day of the week. You get a hamburger patty and you put a bunch of vegetables and cheese and spices on it and you wrap it in tin foil and you cook it over a campfire at a random location throughout the camp. The counselors get to pick. So Silver Turtle night goes pretty good. We chow down on some silver turtles.
And the kid who was previously the other night talking about sacrificing someone is now chill.
Yeah, no talk of sacrifice at all.
Okay.
So we're like, okay, it was a one-time thing. We get back to the cabin that night. And the only way I can describe it is, do you watch Stranger Things?
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay. Do you know...
No spoilers, dude. No spoilers,
do you know
please.
Millie Bobby Brown?
Bro, I didn't know she was in the show. You just fucking spoiled that.
No, yes. Yeah, and like This kid had really like short buzzed hair, like Millie Bobby Brown did in the first season of Stranger Things. The only way I can describe it is he gets up with the same look that she gets on her face when she's like doing like whatever like weird powerful shit. Like he just gets up and he's like a little more wide-eyed, but like super determined and kind of pissed off looking. And I'm like, this is in the middle of Devo time where our counselors are telling us about Jesus. And he just gets up and he's like, just like staring around the cabin, and I'm like, what the fuck is this kid doing? And this one other kid, he was the oldest kid in the cabin. He was 15. His name was Chase. I remember every kid in this cabin. For reasons, obviously. And Chase gets up, and Chase like, I'm gonna take this kid on, and he like grabs a broom, because Chase is his thing is he's got to be like the most macho dude in the cabin, so he's like, I'm gonna defeat Satan, bro, like in front of everyone.
I'm gonna assault this child.
Pull mad chicks because of it. Like, I don't know. He was also a character. But yeah, he gets up and he like starts staring him down, and Cameron lets out this scream that I can really only describe as like otherworldly. Like, I don't know, you hear about like demonic screams and whatnot, and you always, when you think demonic screams, you always think like the two-toned voice and stuff like that. That's not what it was.
Okay.
It was, I don't know, it was like, I can
deep?
only describe,
or was it like high pitched?
it was high pitched, but it wasn't, it like didn't look like it should have been coming out of his body.
Did it sound like human at all?
It's been 8 years. I can say I don't think so, but I can't say for sure. It just didn't sound right. The only way I can describe it. And he like starts to charge at Chase, but before he can, Ben like grabs him. Like straight up tackles him, and Cameron is like holding on to the bunk. Like he grips onto a bunk and just like won't let go. Like you've got the other counselors joined in at this point. You've got two counselors trying to pull this child off.
Who were like grown men.
Grown ass men. Like one was like, Ben is like 6'3", like pretty, not like ripped dude, but like fairly, you know, like he's a grown man. And the other guy, his name is
Should
Tim.
be stronger than an 11-year-old.
Other guy's name is Tim. Tim is fucking massive. Like, Tim looked like he could play college O-line.
Damn.
And he's also trying to get this kid off, and it's just not happening. And they start yelling at us. We're in cabin 12. They're like, go to cabin 9. Like, right now. And we're all, like, confused as shit, but also scared as shit. So we're like, all right, bye. Like,
I'm getting out of there.
Bolts it to cabin 9. And these, at the time, they're not anymore, but at the time, they were, like, see-through, like, screen cabins where you had a wood frame that was surrounded by screen. And so we go to cabin 9, and we're like, our counselors told us to join y'all for Devo time. And either the counselors of cabin 9 just heard the screams from the other cabin. Or this had been like a pre-planned thing, but like they were like, all right, yeah, come on in. Like they were super chill about it. And in the background, you can like kind of see cabin 12. And you just see like, you can see like silhouettes like running around in there, and you just hear screaming. And all of a sudden, like tons more like camp like vehicles pull up. I see the head director of summer camps at the time, who is like 6'4" and played defensive end at UMHB.
Damn.
See him run in there.
So there's this camp is just full of big ass motherfuckers.
So I see like 15 people run into the cabin, and I just hear like the same like otherworldly screaming going on, and I hear grown men yelling, like trying to like get it together. And I'm like, what is happening? And cabin 9, I guess, they were younger, obviously. They like didn't realize the full extent of what was happening, or were just like insanely blissfully ignorant. Either way, I was trying to tell one of the kids what was happening. He was like, y'all are just trying to scare us. And I was like,
was he in the cabin with you, or was he was in 9? And
a kid from cabin 9. I was trying to explain it to him. And he was like, "You're just trying to scare us." And I was like, no.
See, something like that I can definitely understand, like from his perspective, because kids lie. Kids make up shit. They lie a lot.
So, anyway, we go through this, and finally, like, literally all of those people that were in the cabin, they, like, walk into cabin 9, and they've got the kid with them. And I just hear Cameron turn to Ben, and he goes, "So how come when I came back, you were standing over me and pinning me down?" And he was just like, "Let's not talk about that right now." And I was like,
Yeah.
And so that was like the biggest event I've heard from people that were there. Like, I know people that were on work crew at that time, which is like high school age kids that like help out, do the dirty work. And I've heard them go like, "Yeah, we heard about it. Like, we like."
It's like a legend there.
Yeah, they were like, we did like a prayer circle. Like, we were just like it was scary.
Yeah.
You know. And so like we heard all of these things from. I've later heard all these things from all these different people.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy. And that wasn't the last incident either. On Thursday one time, we were at Bible study. And it sounds so... Our Bible study teacher is this guy. He's probably like 90 now. He was early 80s at the time. His name is Dale. Dale's awesome. I love him. But like his Bible studies could get excessively boring.
Yeah.
So we're just chilling there, and Aiden and this other guy named Landon, who went to Alvin High School, they're just sitting there trying to break a big stick over their knee. Like, seeing who can do it, right?
Okay.
And we're just like chilling there. I'm just watching it happen. All of a sudden, Cameron just like walks up to them, and he's in like
beast mode.
Yeah, and he just goes, like, holds out his hand, and they just kind of look at him and give him the stick, and he breaks it with one fucking hand.
Damn.
Keep in mind, Aiden and Landon, they might not have been massive for their age, but they were much bigger than Cameron.
Yeah.
And he breaks it with one hand. Just like, and breaks it. And everyone's like, "What the hell?" And then he picks up his Bible, starts ripping pages out of it, and starts eating them. And he starts screaming, and then the counselor, who I guess was just like around the corner,
then it's like just that. A WWE people's elbow. People.
It wasn't that much. The counselor just ran around the corner, picked him up, and took him up the stairs from where we were at. And we were like, "Well." And Dale was like, "All right, kids, calm down," and like kept teaching us Bible study. Yeah, and I mean, that was like the last big event. There were a few other things where he would be like, "Man, I just sometimes wish the other guy would come out and help me with this game of basketball." And I was like, "Excuse me, bitch."
Excuse me. I'm about to. That's awesome. I'm about to start saying Mick after stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it was.
What the McFuck did you just say?
It works. It does. But, like, no. This kid, I don't know. I was like, oh, shit. You know what? I forgot about something.
Okay, what is it?
Sorry, this story is getting very long.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
So.
We didn't plan anything for this episode. We just started talking.
So, one night, this might be the creepiest thing that happened. Okay. Me, Aiden, these two twins named the Hemp Hills, that were obsessed with Cocoa Puffs knockoff called Cocoa Roos.
They were obsessed?
They were obsessed with Cocoa Roos.
That's okay. Yeah. That's weird.
So yeah. They one other person too. I woke up in a cold sweat from a dream I had just had. Aiden walks up to me. Aiden goes, "Dude, I just had the weirdest dream." I was like, "I did too." I was like, "Well, what was your dream?" He's like, "Well, I was laying on my bunk, and Cameron came up to me in my bunk, and he came in and he stabbed me."
And that was
he had said like something along the lines of like, "Goodbye, friend," or "Goodbye, Aiden," and stabbed him in the stomach, and you just see blood spurt up. And then he woke up. I had that same exact dream, and so did like 3 other kids in the cabin. And the thing about dreams is that in dreams, no matter how badly you may get hurt, you never actually see the result. So, like, if you get shot, you never see the wound. If you break your arm, you never see it.
Yeah, so, like, I guess you're right.
We saw blood in a stab wound in our dream.
Did you feel it in the dream? Or? Yeah. Damn.
And that's, like, not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be... Your body's supposed to, like, prevent you from seeing that in your dreams. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I didn't even know that until, like, a year ago when I told the story.
I just had a crazy-ass dream the other day that I'd like to bring up after this. But
yeah. So, I mean...
That's pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, so that's
Was Cameron in the room?
Yeah, I shared a bunk with Cameron.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Were you top?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Top bunk's the best.
Yeah, but no, that's the time I was in a cabin with the possessed kid at my camp. And I've got tons of other camp stories I can share, but yeah.
Well, shit. Since we're on the topic of dreams, I had one the other day. I actually have two. I wrote them down because if I don't write down my dreams immediately after I wake up, I'll forget them in a couple minutes.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm in such like a tired state. Because like anytime I have a dream where it's like a bad dream where I wake up, it's like it feels so good to be awake. Because you're so convinced, no matter how wacky the dream is, you're so happy that you're awake because it's not fucking real. And I actually had three, but the one I had recently, like literally the night before last, I was at a gas station.
Okay.
And I walk in and I start like using the deodorant, or like I grab some deodorant and I start using it because I think I know a girl that works there. Like a girl I know in real life that actually works at Whataburger. But like I was like, yeah, she works at this gas station. I'm going to use this deodorant. So I'm like putting on some fucking deodorant. And then this guy like who actually works at the gas station walks in. He's like, hey, what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, I know Crystal. I'm fucking putting on some deodorant. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And
like,
then
this just makes sense.
Yeah, he was pretty cool with it. And then some lady, like we look up on like a TV screen above us and we see this lady screaming and like someone's stealing her car. And he's like, yo, go help her. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, it takes me a second because I'm like, man, what? I don't fucking know.
I'm just putting on deodorant.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? And then I start seeing like a fight break out outside of the gas station. It's one of those gas stations that's like pretty small. It's like one tiny ass room.
Yeah,
where it's just kind of like, yeah.
Like the bathrooms are outside.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, we're in there but also it feels like, I don't know, it feels like bigger, but it's also really small. But anyways, I go out and I see like a bunch of country ass dudes, like the people that drive lifted trucks.
Yeah.
They're all out there and I see them start arguing and they get so pissed that they flip over a truck. Like they push it over on its side.
Like Texas Tech after the Final Four.
Yeah. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then they start pulling out guns and two of them jump behind my car and another one jumps behind another car and they're shooting and my car is just getting bullet holes and like my windows are getting blown out and I'm just like, fuck, like what the hell? And then so like everyone in the gas station starts running and I run too and I run across the street into like, I mean the grass on the other side and I start calling my mom. And it was like every single time I have a dream like this where it's like it's super believable and I think it's real and it's like some type of dire, crazy ass situation, it like gets to the point where it's like, man, this is fucking terrible. Oh wait, this is a dream. And then I just wake up. And then it's just like, I'm immediately back and I'm just like, whew, and I'm like super tired. And I always just have like a couple minutes of just reflection. I'm like, damn, I'm happy that is not reality. Like, fuck. Whatchamacallit. Then the other one, this one's weird, and I'd be down. I want to use it for, like, a book or some type of narrative in some way. But I was in a movie theater, and we're in the movie, and there's some type of promotional event for this big zombie movie. And it's they hire like a bunch of professional zombie actors to like, and it's a huge. It's kind of like Cinemark, but it's like 3 stories. It's like a megaplex movie center, and we're on like the top floor. And I like leave the movie and I look out and the whole parking lot is filled with actors dressed like zombies and they're coming towards the theater. And it's like, and I know that they're actors. I know it's not real, but it's like, it's that fear where it's like, you know, someone chasing you as a kid and they're acting like a monster and it's like, obviously they're not, but you're still just kind of like scared.
It freaks you out.
Yeah. And it's like, eventually, like the whole dream was me just like evading them in the theater, but eventually they cornered me and just kind of like got up and then like grabbed me and they were just like, we got you. And I was like, that was fucking intense. But yeah, because like anytime like Dead Rising, the first one, is one of my favorite games ever made, and like anytime I'm in a mall, I'm like, what if everyone that was around me was zombies? Like, could I evade everyone and could I get to a safe area?
Yeah.
I would just grab a chair if I was in the food
Depends
court.
on the zombies.
I mean, if they're Dead Rising zombies...
it wouldn't be that hard.
Just depending on the number. And yeah. Because I always feel like you could just kick them. Like, number one thing I'd do is I'd get some motorcycle gear. Because, like, you can't, like, bite or scratch through that, you know? Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much... I have a third dream, and it's about me getting arrested. And it's pretty much like... I don't want to go into it as much detail. Pretty much I was spray painting on a wall for some reason.
You've told me this dream.
Yeah, and then 3 cops started walking up to me, and I'm just kind of like, fuck. Like, I'm spray painting on a wall. They're about to arrest me. And then they start arresting me, and they're just like the rudest cops you've ever fucking heard in your life. They're just like, you are absolute scum. And just the entire time, like shit like that. And they like put me in the back, and I'm just, and like, I just kind of like calm myself down. Like I'm in the back of the car handcuffed, and I'm like, yo, this entire time I'm about to be in this jail cell, I'm just going to be meditating. I'm just going to be like quiet and just reflecting and just being positive, because it's like I'm already in a bad situation. So those are just 3 dreams I've had.
Yeah, no, I've had some crazy... I mean, I have 3 main dreams.
Yeah.
That I've had that have just been absolutely, like, kind of, like, batshit.
Yeah.
But the scariest dream I've ever had was... I was at my camp last summer. Mm-hmm. And basically, like, I had this dream that I'm riding on a school bus.
Oh, okay. You told me about this.
And I'm outside of our old middle school.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, just a black hole appears in the sky. Mm. And, you know, I go through, like, the 7 stages of, like, grief about my own life.
Yeah.
Like, this lasts for, like, a long time. And as I'm just being slowly pulled into this black hole. And, like, I accepted, like, my own death.
Yeah.
In that, like... That may not be, like, as objectively terrifying as, like, being chased or something like that, but it's, like...
I mean, it's existentially, like... Yeah. I thought about it the other day. It's, like, you know, kids that are... Because I know kids that have... Or, like, you know, people that went to Springs and stuff like that died at a young age from cancer and different diseases and stuff, and it's, like...
well...
To be a young kid... Like, right now, it's, like... You know... I think about it sometimes and it's like, oh yeah, like I would try to accept it. But it's like, to really think about that, it's like if you were, like you had 3 days to live, or, you know, like a short amount of time, it's like, fuck, like.
Yeah. Fuck. And it's crazy because it's like, here's the thing. I'm a pretty devout Christian. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, there's always that lingering voice in your head that's like, what if it's not? Like.
Yeah, you don't know.
And it's like, I mean, that's why it is called faith, because you have to have faith. But at the same time, like, I am very solid in that, like, you know, when I die, I'm going to go to heaven. Mm-hmm. But also, like, there's that, like, asshole voice in my head that's just like, when you die, it's just going to be, like, blackness forever. And it's just, like just the thought of that, of, like, to cease to exist is such a terrifying thought.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I had 3 days to live, one, I'd be like, well, damn, like I never got married, never like
yeah.
really like
Didn't get to live out your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's not enough time. Like I heard the story about somebody who, and I think it's like one of my dad's friends or one of my like yaya's friends.
Yeah.
This woman, she spent like 3 years fighting, like some type of cancer, like let's say pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
And she goes in, she finds out, oh, you got rid of the pancreatic cancer. A month later, she goes in for a checkup. They're like, you have brain cancer.
Yeah, no, that's
And
usually how it happens.
She died the next day.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Like, that is not enough time to process that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, that is insane. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because of it. Well, it's definitely just because, like, the way my mind is. But it's like, I don't want to die, like, in my sleep. I want to, like, know that I'm about to, like, face eternity.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd be pretty cool with just like I'm gonna get some good night's sleep and then just never wake up. Like I think that's all right.
It's not a bad way to go, but I think it's just like it's probably the most peaceful way to go. I agree with that. But like for my own like personal like psyche or whatever,
yeah,
I'd want to face it down. You know?
Damn. Yeah. No. There's so many questions and I don't know, it's wild. And this fucking podcast took a turn. Took an existential
But like I
turn.
said, like while I was, that's why that dream was so terrifying because I literally accepted my death.
And
like,
and in dreams it feels like reality.
Like,
it's real.
It
like,
wasn't
in that
like
moment.
Oh, I accepted my death and I woke up and I was like, all right, that was just a dream. Like I woke up and I was like, I was like, holy shit, like I'm alive, like I'm not going to die. Like it wasn't even relief, it was just like
it's a weird feeling.
Yeah, like
anytime I've had a super bad dream, because I've had one dream that had no type of story to it. It was literally just me getting chased by a Michael Myers type person, and it was just like intense ass music playing and I was just running, and then I woke up and I was like, that was terrible. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But
my dad knows a guy who has cancer, like, in a large amount of his body. And apparently, they've been telling him for years that they're like, yeah, you have this many months to live. And he just said no. He was literally like, no, I'm going to just keep living. And, like, he's been going for, like, 13 years with cancer throughout his whole body.
Because it's like
that. Wow.
I think that is legitimately like part of the human psyche. It's like if you don't believe you're gonna die, it's a lot harder for you to die.
Yeah, well, like bees shouldn't be able to fly because their wings shouldn't be able to support their own weight. But like bees don't know that. They're just like, I got wings, I'm gonna fly. So it's like,
peace out, yo.
Peace
out.
All
right, Miss Frizz, I'm about to head out.
So, all right, Miss Frizz, buzz.
But no, like it's kind of insane, like what the human brain can do. Just like
people can probably like lift cars if you're just like my uncle has pulled off a steering wheel like out of a car and done a whole bunch of crazy shit just because like I don't know, it's fucking
I will say I am disappointed in myself because like when I got into my real bad car crash, which I've talked about on the podcast before, I tried to punch out my window and I couldn't. I was like, all right, Collin, this is one of those moments where you get like superhuman strength to do things you normally couldn't. And I was like, all right, observe. And I like tried to punch it out and it just didn't do anything. I was like, well, I'm gonna die. Because smoke was starting to fill my car, and I was like, oh, okay. Like,
were you flipped upside down?
No, but the doors were broken.
Oh shit.
Or the inside handles were broken.
Could you like position yourself to like get up and kick the door?
I tried that. It didn't work either.
God damn. Yeah. Kicking is always because I feel like I have way more power in my legs. Yeah, because you do. Because you're constantly walking on these bitches. Like, these hoes strong. You're like,
yeah, that's the crazy part. Because about a month or two before, I had gone to a U of H game with Jake Heckendorn. And I had gotten my car broken into and the window shattered completely.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they might have been using something else though.
Yeah, but I was just like, well, damn, I can't break this fucking window. Like, what the hell?
Damn, that must have hurt like a bitch. I've never
Well,
punched a window as
I'm
hard as
not
I
dumb.
can.
I palm healed it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's how I always punch things. Because people are like, yeah, like, we know a guy that, like, got mad and punched a fridge and shattered his fist. And I was like, you're an idiot.
Fuck that. People that like
I love him, but also you're an idiot.
Yeah, no, I don't.
When I punch holes in walls, I palm heal it like a man.
The thing is, whenever something happened to someone I know where they punched a wall and they hit a stud in the wall or whatever, like one of the barrier or, one of the wood parts of the wall. And yeah, that.
I know Shelby Smith did that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
But no, like, I thought I would get like one of those superhuman bursts of strength and was like, nope.
Damn, I've had mostly it comes to driving where like I've been in situations where someone comes at me super fast out of nowhere and I just like in a split second, it's like I just get the ability to like flip my car around and get out of the way. So that's happened to me a lot. Not a lot, but like a number of times.
Yeah, no. It's just, I don't know. Let's take a turn away from this darker stuff.
Yeah.
Get on to some light-hearted,
definitely.
good old fun.
So do y'all? How is like the town up there? Is there a town near?
Marble Falls. You've been.
Oh yeah, okay. Is there a movie theater up there?
Yeah, there is.
Have you been seeing anything or?
So I watched Rocket Man.
Okay, how was that?
It was really good. I did not know it was a musical going into it though.
Oh, it's a musical.
Yeah, but it's not like your classical musical style.
Yeah.
Like there's probably only like 4 or 5, maybe 6 like times where they like break out into song.
And it's like just mid scene people start singing.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen.
I saw the trailer and the trailer didn't really lead me to believe that it was a musical. I just thought it was a biopic.
No, like most people had no clue.
Damn.
But a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's so similar to Bohemian Rhapsody, right?" And it's like it's actually not. It's so different just in the style that it presents itself.
Mm-hmm. Is it a little bit more like dream-like?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot more
less
dream-like.
like strictly just reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very much dream-like.
I love films like that. I love films where it doesn't strictly adhere to like what's actually possible.
It's really cool. Like there's a part where he's singing Rocket Man and just like he literally just turns into his feet turn into rockets and he just like blasts off the stage.
That's dope.
And it's supposed to like be in the middle of like his lowest lows with like drugs and stuff like that. Yeah. And so I don't know, the whole thing, it's really interesting, but it also gets a lot more like sobering once he sobers up.
Yeah.
But no, I liked it a lot. I don't think any of the original music was that impressive.
Yeah. I haven't really listened to a ton of Elton John. I can't believe I just missed his name. But I mean, he's got some good shit though.
Oh yeah, no, like, well, obviously Rocket Man.
Yeah,
amazing.
I mean, Benny and the Jets was always like that piano line, just the way it hits. Yeah, like that shit is
all of his
fire.
songs have that though. Like the piano in his songs is always amazing.
Okay, I need to listen to him more. There's so much music that I need to listen to.
No, but I will say it didn't get me into Elton John as much as Bohemian Rhapsody got me back into Queen. Mm-hmm. Which, like, I still listen to Elton John occasionally, and like, I mean, I like the songs obviously, but it didn't get me like in like the mode of like, oh, I'm gonna listen to so much Elton John. Like,
yeah.
I listened to like I Still Stand, and we listened to Ghetto Gospel afterwards.
See, I don't even know those songs.
Ghetto Gospel, Tupac. Elton John is the one that does like the hook.
Then I may have heard that, but it doesn't sound familiar.
Really?
I've probably heard it.
Here's the thing: is I don't think Elton John is credited in the song, so I didn't know that was Elton John for the longest time. But yeah, it's Tupac and Elton John.
Interesting.
It's a really good song. I bet you've heard it before.
Probably. I've listened to a fuckload of Tupac.
But yeah, and then of course I listened to High by Young Thug and Elton John.
I actually don't like that song.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't.
I've been on record saying that that's like one of my like 3 or 4 favorite songs that came out in 2018.
Is it your favorite Young Thug song?
Yeah, it is. Which I'm also not a huge Young Thug guy, so
yeah.
But anyways, Rocket Man, I thought it was really good.
Okay.
Seeing it with like friends from a Christian camp was weird because obviously he's gay and there were some like gay sex scenes. Oh. And it like they were just like this sinfulness. Well, not all, like there was one in particular who I won't name, but like they were like, I can't believe that they would show sin like that on screen. It's like,
yeah,
tone it down there, fire and brimstone. Like,
yeah, I think I don't
scorched
know.
earth.
Yeah,
we had a lady that did staff training a few years ago that was very like scorched earth against the gays, and it's without getting into anything super theological or political or whatever else. It's just like, calm down. Like,
yeah. I mean, the way I look at it is, it's like, do you know why you're attracted to women? Like, you were just kind of like, you were young and you were like, damn, girls are good looking, and then it's like, that's how your life went. Like, I imagine that's how it is for gay people.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. It's like,
yeah.
What the fuck ever.
With that, backtracking a little bit, we also I saw Aladdin, which I actually saw it twice just because, like, the first time I wanted to see, well, everyone was going to see Aladdin, so I was like, sure. Second time I wanted to see Godzilla, but nobody else wanted to see Godzilla.
Damn, y'all fucking whack.
Yeah.
I saw Godzilla. It was alright.
Really?
Yeah.
How are the fight scenes? That's what matters.
Here's what I'll say. I hated every single second of the human beings. They're all terrible, and I just like really, really didn't enjoy that. There's way too much in the movie. It's very bloated, but I did like the scale of the fights. Like, Ghidorah's fucking badass. Whenever you see him get onto the volcano, and he's just like, that shit's cool. But like,
is it as good as the first one?
No.
Okay.
No, not even close. I'm gonna give them one more chance for King Kong versus Godzilla, and that better be pretty fire.
I mean, it is King Kong versus Godzilla.
Who knows, man?
I saw a tweet about King Kong versus Godzilla, and I was laughing so goddamn hard.
Yeah, the thing is, everyone's like saying that. My brother made a very good point. I was like, yeah, I don't know how King Kong would even stand a chance. Like, one atomic breath should kill him, but he was like, I feel like Godzilla's super slow, and King Kong is all about mobility.
He's gonna have that speed advantage. Yeah.
So like that's really what he's gonna have to lean on.
This tweet says, "My ideal Kong versus Zilla movie is 35 minutes long, and 29 minutes of that is human exposition. The remaining 6 minutes is a monkey getting his shit clapped by a fucking atomic lizard that has a football field of height on him."
Yeah, I think the speed advantage is the only thing King Kong's got for him. And they'll probably just make him more durable. Did you ever see a Kong Skull Island?
I did not. Does that have Jack Black?
No, that's the 2000 whatever.
Okay.
3 hour long Godzilla movie. It's 3 hours.
I just know there was a King Kong with Jack Black.
Yeah, that's that one.
Okay. But no, I haven't seen Skull Island.
I've been wanting to watch the original.
Yeah.
And apparently the sequel called Son of Kong isn't bad either.
Really? Because usually those sequels are always like god awful.
Especially for like 30s, whatever. But it's like made by the same people, and it's apparently pretty fire. So.
Did King Kong have sex with the woman?
That's not explained.
And
there's just King Kong's son. Like, it's like
it's
Godzilla.
Not a King Kong human hybrid.
Well, no, like Godzilla has a son, and it's like, did Godzilla like mate with another Godzilla? And it's like, well, he's just
where's this other Godzilla?
He has a son now. So
could we Rule 34 this?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
I'm not down for that. But yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, sorry.
No. What were you gonna say?
But with that, going back to Aladdin, I was actually really impressed by it.
Okay.
Like, I think it's very similar to the actual like first Aladdin.
Yeah.
Where like Robin Williams' genie carries that movie.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in this Aladdin. Will Smith carries this movie.
What my one question is, does he ever go, ah ha ha?
I don't know specifically. He says a lot of things.
Because that's like my favorite Will Smith thing. Just, ah ha ha. Back from his rap days. But
I mean, probably. Because he does 3 songs. He does Arabian Nights, which is like in like
a hip-hop funky style.
No, it's not actually. It's in like very much the original style of Arabian Nights. Friend Like Me gets like hip-hopified a little bit.
Yeah.
But not much.
Is it trapped out?
No, but
if they made a fucking trap...
Oh, no, hold up. I'll get to that. The end credits song is Will Smith and DJ Khaled.
Yo, he Aladdin, like he up in the desert. He don't give a fuck.
I actually really liked it. It's more like the very beginning of the song is better than the end, but like the like trap Friend Like Me or whatever you want to call it. It's not like that trap, but
do you think it even holds a candle to Toto's Africa by Pitbull on the Aquaman soundtrack?
Oh shit, we're gonna get into
like
this.
Do you think it...
It's funny because I actually thought of that while I was...
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking... That's a fire track.
I don't think so.
So like
Toto's
better.
No, Pitbull's better.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Africa by Pitbull is better than the trap song at the end of the new Aladdin.
By far.
Okay.
I don't think any music has even touched the graces that song has touched at all.
Yeah.
Might just be the greatest song of all time.
Woo! Whatchamacallit?
I very much enjoyed a lot. Like the soundtrack, it's just what I've been listening to for like, I mean, there's only like 7 actual like full original songs, but like I've been listening to it a lot just since I saw the movie, just because it's really catchy, and I mean, like I said, Will Smith really just carries it.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen a single one of the Disney remakes, and it's mostly because I don't like, unlike a lot of people, I don't really have childhood ties to most of the Disney movies. Like I saw Aladdin and I liked that as a kid, but like it was like Aladdin, Mulan, and then like I can't really think of.
You talk about movies you watched?
Yeah, like of the classic Disney revival
I watched
period.
Probably all of them.
And if I'm sure I saw some of them, but
yeah. My favorite, and I don't know how they have not announced a live action version of this because it's perfect for it, is Treasure Planet.
Really?
Yes, that is like
that was like a financial bomb though.
Yes, but it's so good.
I saw it way back in the day, and I just remember
I used to watch it all the time.
I just remember the captain dies or something.
Bro, spoiler alert.
Fuck. Sorry, y'all.
But no, Treasure Planet is like by far. Okay, not my favorite, but it's like easily in the best tier.
Okay.
Like the top tier of like animated Disney movies for me. I think the only one I have with it is The Lion King.
Are you excited for the remake of that?
Oh yeah.
Only thing I wanted to see was Timon and Pumbaa, and so
Billy
I'm just
Eichner and Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna. I saw them in the trailer, and I guess I'm just gonna like. If anything, I probably won't, but like, if I watch any of it, it's probably just gonna be like clips of the Pumbaa and Timon highlights.
Yeah.
Just on YouTube. Like, I want to watch their scenes, cause like, I don't know. It's just gonna be a fucking ferret and or not a ferret, a fucking meerkat and a Pumbaa. Cause that's a
warthog.
My brother, when he was a little kid, he used to, or whenever they went to the zoo, he called pigs Pumbas. So like that's the term for them now scientifically. He came up to like the leading scientific authority on pig names, and he said, "Listen here, bitch." He said, "Pig is fucking stupid. Well, we need to shake it up." If people...
Pumbaa.
Yeah, Pumbaa.
That is now the Latin name for pigs.
Have you seen the video where it's like the pig and he's in a factory and he's like about to get fucking murdered and it's just, it doesn't show anything, but it's just him and he's like, hello, I am a pig. The humans are about to kill me, but that's okay because I am fucking... It's a lot funnier than the way I'm describing it, but...
I've seen a bit. Okay, I don't know if I want to describe this.
No, it's all good. If it's pig mutilation, there's a lot of fucked up pig videos that I've seen in my days on social media.
It's interesting, but yeah, no, I'm
the one where they... I'm sorry, this is fucked up, but
the Monsters Inc. one. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
it's like. And it gets super bass boosted.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, but no, I don't know. I haven't really been on board with a lot of the Disney remakes.
Yeah.
Like I saw The Jungle Book, and that just wasn't great.
Which one? Because there was two.
Oh yeah, there was. The first one that came out.
Is that the one where the animals were talking?
Yeah.
Or did they talk in both?
I don't know if they talk about not Mowgli. I think it was just called The Jungle Book, where Bill Murray played
the orangutan.
No, the bear.
Oh.
What's his name?
Fucking Baloo.
Baloo, yeah. Bill Murray played Baloo.
I liked that movie.
Really? I mean,
not the remake, but like the original.
Oh, the original. Okay.
Yeah.
The remake wasn't bad. It was just very forgettable. I mean, I think Bill Murray was a great casting as Baloo. Mm-hmm. But yeah, also Christopher Walken was the big orangutan.
Oh, okay.
I want to be like you.
Yeah. Do you remember those commercials back in the day that would go on like Saturday morning cartoon channels where it was like, it's like treat others correctly, like it'll do you good in life.
Yeah.
Lessons for fucking a good life, and then it's like the simple bare necessities or some shit.
You're bringing up deep ass memories.
I always remember that commercial because I watched Saturday morning cartoons.
You're like pulling these out of like my deep subconscious.
Your memories.
Jeez. But yeah, I think lately the remakes have been better, so I'm really excited for Lion King. Mulan, maybe.
Is that happening?
Mulan is happening.
I don't know. I just like...
I don't know how they're going... I've heard it's not going to be a musical, which probably helps with like a wartime story like that. Yeah. I'm not sure, though. It might be, might not be. I will say, one movie it's about... I don't know by the time this comes out when it'll have come out, but Toy Story 4.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting insanely good reviews. Like, it's 100% after like 90 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'll probably go see that.
Which actually means Toy Story 3 is the only Toy Story movie that doesn't have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Toy Story 3? I mean...
It has a 98.
Yeah, that's...
It's still really good.
Literally, I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, it's just a fucking 100. It's probably in the 90s.
It's like one guy was like, I didn't like it.
One guy was like, I thought the pacing could have been better.
Yeah, no. But like, I've said this before on the podcast. I'm one of those people, they could make fucking 12 Toy Stories and I would be fully satisfied as long as they're good. As soon as they start taking a dip in quality is when I'm like, alright, stop. But like, I'm not one of those people that's going to be like, oh, these corporations just bastardizing these franchises for money. I can't believe it. Like,
as soon as they take a dip in quality, that's when we make them bomb threats to Pixar's headquarters.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a good fan should. Yeah. That's like my favorite. I mean, it's fucking stupid, but like just the fact that people are so insane over like video games and stuff. Like literally a patch for a video game won't come out and they'll be like, sorry, like it's taking a while to get uploaded, and they're like, we will fucking bomb your goddamn headquarters.
Oh, jeez.
So like, I know where you live.
Or like Chris Pratt getting death threats because of what Star-Lord did in Infinity War. It's like a character that he played did something, and everyone hates Chris Pratt because of it.
I would literally, if I was Chris Pratt, I'd message them back and be like, "Come at me, pussy."
Like, literally, you look at any Instagram post he makes, like, to this day, even after Endgame, and people will be like, Endgame would have never had to happen if you weren't such a fucking idiot. And it's like, can you not separate?
I mean, some of them have to be jokes, but there's definitely some people who are for real.
Especially before Endgame, like, literally every post would just be like thousands of people like, I can't, you're so stupid. Like, it's like, can you not separate? Like, he even made a post and he was like, hey guys, it is a fictional character, not me, that made that decision. So please, you don't have, he's like, I agree with you guys, but it's what the character does.
Yeah.
And he's like, stop.
Yeah, fuck all that. I would hate to be...
Rabid fans are the biggest idiots of all time.
Yeah, the best example of that is like K-pop shit, which
Yeah.
I've talked to you about before, but I just brought it up because I watched a video and it was like pointing out like the culture behind like J-pop and K-pop bands.
Boys Who Cry.
Boys, talking about you, girl, on your 16th birthday. But I've actually I get that song stuck in my head frequently. Like there'll just be days where I sing that entire song multiple times.
I just know those two lines. It's all about you, Pearl.
See, the thing is, I don't want to go through the whole thing right now because then
that's understandable.
But it's already probably too late. But
it's too late for me.
But like in South Korea and shit like that, people are literally like fucking crazy.
They're psychopaths.
Oh, like most certainly. They literally like they've like gone to they've gone to the hotel room where a K-pop band is staying or where one of them is staying, and they like shit and cut themselves and like on the floor and then like leave notes, and it's like, you gotta be insane. Like there's
well, also like the people in the industry, I keep hearing these stories about like they keep like something about like recording people having sex and stuff like that, or like they're all pimps. Like
what? Wait, like the singers are pimps?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like they're all involved in like sexually illicit activities.
Are you team BTS or are you team whatever the fuck that other one is?
I don't know any other ones besides BTS, and only because I've had BTS like shoved down my throat by like, I feel like it's always the same type. It's like
they were on Saturday Night Live the other night.
Like, I haven't even heard their songs. I'm not even gonna judge them. I don't like K-pop, but it's like I'm not gonna judge them.
Listen. You cannot be judging my favorite genre.
I'm not judging them.
No,
I'm
listen.
talking about
No, listen to me right
them.
now. No, listen. You just said you don't like K-pop. You haven't even listened to K-pop, bro. You need to.
I've heard
try it out.
Gangnam Style.
That is not K-pop.
That is K-pop.
That's not K-pop. If it's not from a boy band, it's not K-pop.
Okay.
It's not true.
My apologies, fellas.
Listen, it's pop that came from Korea. But
I thought it was pop that came from K.
What? Shut up, man. Get out of here with that.
I had to say some stupid shit. My apologies.
Hey, no, it's all good. You hear me say dumb shit constantly.
Yeah, no, I keep listening to episode 13, the Unsolved Mysteries one, where you just go, more like the Great Pyramid of Giza, because geez, it's such a big pyramid. And every time I'm like, are you fucking serious? And I just like stopped. I was like,
that's my role on this show.
Listen, I will stop this fucking podcast right now.
I listened to it and you're like, I will stop this fucking podcast. You know, what'd be really awesome is if we actually stopped the episode there.
That was like 10 minutes in.
Bro,
so
fuck it. That's a mini episode. You just go. I'm ending this.
Also, like, my apologies, fellas. I accidentally titled it Unsolved Memories on Spotify and iTunes for like the first like 3 weeks that it was out until I like listened to it, and I was like driving. It was actually when I was driving back down here from my camp.
Mm-hmm.
I was like driving and it came on, and I was like, oh yes, I will listen to this and I will critique myself on how to better create a podcast. and I was like listening to it, and I look at the title. It says "Unsolved Memories," and I was like, "God fucking damn it!"
It sounds like an album or some shit.
I was like, "That's a cool name, but it's not supposed to say that."
Unsolved Memories.
But no, I definitely want to do another Unsolved Mysteries one. I mean, we were just going ham.
We gotta find. I mean, we solved all of them bitches. Like the world is still in shock. I saw a fucking Google article the other day, or I saw a New York Times article.
Burke Ramsey getting arrested thanks to Collin and Trey of the Conversation Havers podcast, proving him guilty.
Yeah, like I got an invite to go on Fox News to like talk about it. Yeah, but I was like, nah, I'm good. Y'all can't get my clout.
Yeah,
I'm not finna give Fox News no free clout.
That's understandable. But no, I'm definitely down. Like, solve some more mysteries.
Yeah, we just gotta find some.
Mystery of why our soundboard won't work.
Fuck, man. Yeah, that might be one we never solved.
I made that Instagram post like 2-3 months ago. It was like, hey, y'all, just got this new sound stuff. Quality's about to go way up. And then, like, we can't get it to work.
We've been testing everything on that bitch.
So we're still recording with our fabled blue snowball.
It's a black snowball, though.
Yeah, but it's the company's
called
Blue.
Listen, it's a black snowball.
I'm not here for this bullshit.
Oh, man. So, how far are we?
Let us see. We are an hour in. I'm surprised we've made it this far.
Yeah, no. Like, usually we have something to go off of, but we just kind of wing this one.
Yeah, if we haven't made it explicitly clear, this is literally just, this episode is all about us. Trey said, we are the conversation havers. I feel like we never just sit down and have a conversation.
Mm-hmm. And it was all right.
Well, I mean, technically, we always sit down and just have a conversation.
But not just off the bat, just like go. Like, we literally just started recording and just went.
Yeah. So that's why this may sound like we're talking about weird shit all the time.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about weird shit, usually.
We're talking about, like, fourth wall breaking shit. Right now, during the podcast, we're talking about the planning of this podcast.
Hey, right now, if you're listening to this, one of your you have a leg on top of the other if you're sitting.
Damn, somebody's listening to this right now going, oh my god.
Yeah, and your name is Alex.
Alex.
Yeah, Alex. Yeah. Are you listening?
Alex.
Did I just freak you out?
Yeah. What's up, Alex?
You have 5 fingers on your right hand.
He actually looks down and only has 4 and got his pinky chopped off in a terrible fishing accident.
Damn, Lucky Lipper caught or fucking ripped his... I don't fucking know what he's...
9-finger Nellies.
What the fuck is that? Damn.
I used to have a shirt that said like...
Seafood restaurant?
Ooh,
that sounds like what that is, like a fucking...
I used to have a shirt that said like 9-finger Nelly's Noodling Tournament.
Can I have that shirt if you still have it?
If I can find it, you can have it, because it was in like 6th or 7th grade.
Well then, would that fit me?
Yeah, I was a massive child.
Did you wear a large?
I wore an extra large in 7th grade.
Okay, well then that'll work. Damn, and it's 9-finger...
It's like 9-finger Nellies or 9-finger Willies noodling competition.
Man, they gotta have alliteration. Alliteration's like
it's
the
probably
best.
Nellies. That's why I'm thinking it's Nellies. 9-finger Nellies noodling.
I love alliteration. It's so cool. Whenever people are just like, yeah, equal elephantitis, and I'm like, that sounds fire.
It doesn't make any sense, but goddamn, this shit is absolutely fire.
It's just the best way for shit to sound. You know what I mean?
So I don't know.
Spooky speakers.
So I kind of want to bring this up.
Okay.
So have you heard about the like leaked like old plans for Fox's version of Civil War?
No.
Back in like 2012, it would have come out around the same time as the Avengers.
And the South wins. It's like an alternate history take.
Like Fox's like Marvel Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should have made that clear.
No, I knew it was the Marvel thing.
Okay. So yeah, it was gonna come out back around the same time the Avengers came out, and it was gonna have like the Fantastic Four. They were gonna be like flying around or doing whatever because Chris Evans was technically still on contract to be in the Fantastic Four.
Interesting.
Like I think they all signed like 3 or 4 movie deals. But basically they saw that okay, Marvel's coming out with this shit. Let's make our own big storyline. And so it's gonna be like the Fantastic Four and like Daredevil and like a few other properties Fox owned against the X-Men. Because it was gonna be like Johnny Storm was gonna be tracking down like Molecule Man, and he was gonna Harley making her appearance her episode appearance. But anyway, he was gonna be like tracking down Molecule Man, and he was gonna accidentally like blow a hole in Manhattan, and that was gonna like kickstart the Superhero Registration Act. Mm-hmm. And it was gonna be like.
Would this be Ben Affleck's Daredevil, or would he be recast? Probably be
recast. Yeah. But yeah, so they had like all of them. It was going to be every property that Fox owned, and they were going to be like,
they own a lot, right?
Yeah, they at the time they did.
Now
Marvel has it back. Not quite as much now.
Or
well,
Disney
they have it all back now. Mm-hmm. But even like a few years after that, they didn't have as much as they did before.
Yeah.
Anyways, so and with that, it was going to be like there was going to be like this end fight scene where Mr. Fantastic was going to like cut off Wolverine's arms, and that's like one of the only details that's come out so far. But like he was going to cut off Wolverine's arms, and then somehow they were going to come to like a truce. And the movie was going to end showing a Skrull invasion and teasing like that going forward.
So overall, it would have been like, I mean, depending on the size of the X-Men, and I guess just depending on who all they'd use.
Yeah, well, it was going to be like the X-Men as we like old universe X-Men, not like First Class, but like original X-Men.
Okay.
It was going to be like them versus like old Fantastic, not Michael B. Jordan, but yeah, old Fantastic Four and Daredevil and a few others. Okay. And yeah, it was supposed to be a thing that was supposed to happen.
I'm happy it didn't, to be honest.
I'm really interested by it. Like
in another world, it did happen, and like that's interesting. But like, I don't know. I'm happy it didn't.
I don't know. I wish they would like. I wish they would have filmed it because it would have been bad. But like,
it might have been entertaining.
It's something like it's such a weird off the wall concept that no one even knew was happening at the time.
Yeah, I mean, it most likely didn't get far out of like the beginning.
I think they got like a script out of it. And that was it.
So it wasn't anything serious.
Yeah, but
they'd be getting scripts all the time.
Yeah.
Just random shit.
It's still just like insane how like I don't know like how they would have tried to pull that whole thing off.
Especially in what year would that have been?
2012.
Do you think they could have? I mean, I just don't know. Who fucking knows? I think it would have to be a good movie for it to be successful, and we just don't know if it would have been good.
Well, back then, I mean,
the first 2 Fantastic Four movies are just like so nothing, like blah, early 2000s boo boo.
Yeah, but also like back then, everyone still loved X-Men.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it wasn't like Apocalypse and now Dark Phoenix, where everyone's just kind of what's this shit like?
Yeah,
but like back then, X-Men was still going pretty strong. So
we were gonna see, or oh my fucking god, we still may see Dark Phoenix soon. I'd like to, just even though I'm so uninterested in it.
Yeah, just
like I
see what everyone's shitting on. Yeah,
I have no idea, but I'd like to get, and it's the final one. Like I'd like to see what they end with.
Well, they still have New Mutants like vaulted somewhere.
I mean,
so technically,
what's the point? Like,
I don't know.
I guess if they spent a bunch of money on it,
they want to release it.
Yeah,
and just make. I mean, they're not gonna make a profit.
Yeah,
unless somehow it's just an amazing movie, which I seriously doubt.
Who knows?
But like, it's not gonna make a profit. But they're gonna want to do something with it. You know.
It's I think the Dark Phoenix is being directed by Simon whatever, the dude who like has
Simon
written
Kinberg or whatever.
Yeah, who's written most of the X-Men movies, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. They always tease. I saw this. They always tease comic accurate suits and then don't do it.
Yeah, literally at the end of Apocalypse, they had them in the 90s outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this one, they're wearing the Grant Morrison, like, Big X, which is okay, but it's like, dude, one fucking movie, like, you couldn't...
Or, like...
Especially after teasing it. It's
at
like,
the end of the Wolverine.
Yeah.
When they show...
Well, that was a deleted scene.
It's still, like, come on.
But if it wasn't in the movie, you know.
I know, but we never got to see it.
Hey, well, Marvel's got him now, and hopefully for the love of fucking God.
For now.
I mean, whenever we do see him, I would like to see a Wolverine in the full... I want to see the brown and yellow costume, which is what they showed in that one.
Yeah. I think also, well, what I've heard, Deadpool is probably going to get written into Spider-Man 3. So, like, not Fox, but, like, what is left of Fox is trying to make a push to, like, get Deadpool into Spider-Man 3. And Sony is trying to make a push to get Venom into Spider-Man 3. Like, Tom Hardy Venom.
Yeah. I mean, that could work.
It would work. It would just also mean that now Venom is part of the MCU.
Yeah. I don't think that'd be a problem.
Just be weird retconning it like that, you know, like a whole movie.
I mean, I guess it just doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter that much. It's just like weird because Marvel is usually so like tight with continuity.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about bringing in like previously established characters from like other verses, and like bringing them into it, and it's like not as tight continuity wise. And Deadpool doesn't have to be because he's Deadpool. You know,
Deadpool. Like, they will absolutely make some type of reference of,
especially since they're not recasting him; they're still using.
Yeah,
they fully plan to use Ryan Reynolds.
He's literally gonna be. I hope he's the only person from the Fox universe that crosses over, and he's just like, wow, like everyone I knew is dead, or just like not real anymore. But I'm also in a movie, so
yeah. It's also funny because they still plan to make another Deadpool movie, so technically Deadpool will be the last remnant of the old X-Men universe.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So, I mean, even if it's not MCU, it's still like, out of everything that outlasted everything, it's Deadpool that makes it.
It makes sense.
It does. I mean...
And I think recasting him wouldn't make sense.
Ryan Reynolds is just... He's perfect as Deadpool.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word.
Literally the only person I like better is Nolan North in the game. I think he is the best Deadpool.
I mean, I haven't played the game.
Yeah, just like watch the cutscenes. Like his voice is fucking perfect.
Also, have you seen the new Avengers game trailers?
Everyone's shitting on him.
Hot, like it looks like hot garbage.
There was no gameplay in it at all. I mean, there was like literally 2 seconds of every character spliced in, and like I'm waiting until I see gameplay. As far as the designs go,
it's trash.
Their faces look weird. I actually do like Captain America's costume, which is what everyone was hating on the most. I think Iron Man looked a little bit too generic. Like I think they could have made him more unique.
What
but
about
like
Thor?
Thor looked trash.
Generic.
I'm not gonna lie. Thor looked trash. Hulk, like you can't really do much with the Hulk. I mean, like you could just give him a different fucking haircut. I guess give him a mullet. I'm down for Mullet Hulk. That's what I'm talking about. But
Cletus Banner instead of Bruce Banner. Make him huge redneck.
Oh, Cletus Banner. Oh, you're talking about from fucking. Are you talking about from Old Man Logan?
No, I'm just talking about naming him Cletus because that's like a super redneck ass name.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about all the inbred Hulks in Old Man Logan.
No, but that would also be dope.
But
the game just looks so generic. Like,
I mean, we didn't get to see any gameplay, and like if it's set, apparently it's set in the Spider-Man PS4 universe, which is cool. But I hope that I mean, I just hope the gameplay is fun.
It's like the graphics look the same as like Ultimate Alliance.
Not really.
I saw a side by side. They're not much better.
And who knows? Like, well, the game's still in development. Like, there's so much shit that could be tweaked. I liked Captain America's costume. That's the point I wanted to make.
Okay, I mean, I liked it too. I just thought everything like about the actual like design of the game was trash.
The storyline kind of pissed me off. That shit made me want to kill myself because that's I don't know. I'm not expecting any type of grand, amazing narrative. Like, Spider-Man PS4's story was, like, not that amazing. It was just kind of like
everyone just
a video game
because it's a Spider-Man
because it's
game.
fun.
Yeah.
That's because it's fun to play. That's why.
But no, I don't know. I just had high expectations for it for whatever reason. Also, I thought with like the timing of it that it was going to be like kind of MCU related.
Yeah.
Which is what I was expecting coming in. So also just like seeing that
I'm happy it's not. I'd much rather have it be like but I think they should have done shit more different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they were gonna go without the MCU route, they should have at least gone like be creative.
Yeah,
with it.
more extreme with it. Yeah.
Like it just looked completely like generic. Like that's the word I keep coming back to, but generic.
I mean, yeah, I feel that. Their faces looked weird. That's the only thing I'll say. Except Cap's face. Like, I literally liked Cap a lot.
Yeah, I don't think Cap looked too bad. It was everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Cap a little bit just because, I mean, the graphics just aren't good. Which, graphics don't make or break a game. But, like, it can be very off-putting, especially, like, in 2019.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, heck, this game will come out in, like, 2020 or something. But,
yeah.
With the age that we're in with like how crazy graphics can get, it's off-putting to see a major game have that, you know?
Yeah, I don't really care about graphics, to be honest, as long as they're serviceable. Like, they don't have to be top of the line.
But I mean, it kind of looks like it might not even be that serviceable. I don't know, it's just weird. It's like Uncanny Valley.
I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see gameplay. That's all I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Was there anything else at E3 that struck your fancy?
So we're gonna go just E3 in general.
It was mostly.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't too with E3 just because I was at my camp.
Mm-hmm. I watched a rundown video the other day, but like that. I don't know. The thing is, there's too many games. Like, there's so many fucking, like, interesting games that are coming out that are just, like...
Banjo-Kazooie and Smash Bros.
I don't even have Smash, and I don't know why people are freaking out over that so much. It's, like, everyone's treating it like it is literally the most amazing fucking thing.
I think a lot of people were making memes because because everyone was like, Banjo-Kazooie is going to be in Smash, and I was like, no, they're not, you fucking idiots.
What?
And then they revealed it, and it was like, oh.
Well, like, why would Banjo not be in Smash? Because he's Xbox?
Yeah, just because he's a third part. It's third party, so it's not
they've
like...
had a lot of third party.
I mean, yeah,
people.
like Final Fantasy, Street Fighter,
fucking Solid Snake.
Well, that's like Nintendo, though.
That's Konami.
But yeah, Smash is made by Konami, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not. It's made by HAL Laboratory, which is...
but in association with... I'm pretty sure I saw something that they make it in association with Konami.
I thought it was a fucking Nintendo and HAL Laboratory. I don't know. Maybe.
But anyways, so yeah. They have a lot of like third party, but I think a lot of people just didn't think it was going to happen at all. I mean, that's cool. Like, I'm happy people are happy about that, but I don't even have a fucking Switch. I'm excited for the like new Switch, the 2 new Switches, they're going to make like a powered up version and then like mini version.
Yeah, the mini one. If that, like, depending on the price of that,
I think, yeah, that's what I'm interested in too, because Switch right now, I don't play handheld all the time.
Yeah.
But I will say the handheld can get kind of clunky.
I'd mostly be playing, like, at home.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd
but
be
like
taking it
on a TV.
places.
I'm just saying, like on a TV, obviously it's a better experience. But like, I think the mini is just to improve the handheld experience.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because like the Switch is already small and portable. There's no reason to make it smaller unless you're trying to better improve the handheld.
Yeah.
So that's what I think they're doing with it. And I mean, honestly, I will probably get a mini if I think it has good handheld and the battery lasts longer than like 2 hours. I think is what the Switch is right now.
Yeah, it's got to. That has to be a point.
If they're like, oh yeah, 6 hours, 6 hour battery, and like we improved handheld so it's more comfortable to play, then I'd be like, all right, dope, let's do it. Like,
yeah.
And I'm sure it would be cheaper if it's a mini.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like I'd drop 100, 150, $200 on that.
Yeah, the only game I know 100% I'm getting is Doom Eternal. That's it.
Yeah.
And then like everything else can wait. Like
they announced the new Xbox, but right now it's under a code name. It's like Project
Scarlet.
Project Scarlet.
It's I'm just calling it the Sexbox for now.
Fair point. Fair enough. But no, I'm excited for that. I've just heard a lot of rumors about it, and it seems pretty dope.
Or the Flexbox.
The Flexbox.
I've heard the PS5, like pretty much, it's probably just going to be like a little bit more powerful, which like I don't even know how much better graphics can get. Like,
I heard the PS5.
It's like mostly loading times.
Yeah, loading times. I've heard that. Like loading times are about to go away completely in the next.
Yeah.
Like on the next Xboxes, it's gonna be like just instant. But no, I've also heard like they're gonna have a bigger focus on VR, at least for the PS5.
I'm down, dude. I've tried VR only on my friend's phone, and like I'm down to play some VR games. That shit is fucking cool.
I have VR. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's just not that advanced yet. Some of them are pretty advanced, but those are like $2,000 to get like the advanced ones. So I'm just not at the point where I'm gonna pay that much. But I also think Xbox is gonna start going in on some VR. Just because I'm ready for Ready Player One to be a thing, man. Like. That's so kick-ass. Just, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of things like you in the future. If that's ever a thing, you're gonna need like the directional treadmill deal.
Yeah.
You're gonna need like wires attached to you so you can like fly or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be a long, long while away.
Here's the thing: is that I bet we have the technology to do it now.
It's the practicality.
Yeah, we don't have the practicality for it to become a thing in like every household yet.
Yeah, fuck no.
But we could easily, I'm pretty sure, make that kind of technology.
Yeah, it would just take a bunch of work and visionary designers to fucking come up with that. Directional trackpads.
I bet if we put somebody on it and like right now in like a year or two, they could get a design done. It would just cost like $10,000.
Maybe more. I don't even fucking know.
Because you'd have to get like shit attached to the ceilings.
Yeah.
Like you would have to dedicate a room to it, basically.
And there's probably a whole bunch of other shit that we are not even thinking of that would be.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Like if you've seen Ready Player One, right?
No.
Oh, you haven't? There's like you've got to get like these gloves that can like. They have gloves. They also have like full body suits, but those are still super advanced. But like gloves and boots that can like feel sensations and whatnot, or like a vest. And so like that helps you like.
If you're playing like a war game, I don't want to feel being shot. Or maybe I do. Maybe that'll make it fucking more intense. I don't know.
Like more like, oh shit, I need to take cover.
Yeah.
Give you more of a sense of urgency.
Yeah.
But no, I'm down for that to become a thing. I just need it to become a thing before I'm too old and fat to enjoy it.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of old people that are just like, damn, I missed out.
Yeah.
And we're going to be laughing at them and be like, haha, oldie.
While we upload our brains to the cloud and play shit.
Neuro mesh.
Yeah.
neural mesh.
Elon Musk is on some of that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't like it. I've been watching too much Black Mirror. That just doesn't seem like a good idea to me.
Neural mesh.
Just any of that, like
cybernetic shit.
Yeah, like once again, I've been watching Black Mirror. I see how it can go wrong.
Listen, the only thing is if I can turn my arms and legs into robot legs and I can fly, I'd do that.
Be on some like Alita shit.
Yeah, I'm just a torso.
I don't know. That's probably like hundreds of years in the future, not
within
our lifetimes.
No, fuck no. I'm just saying it'd be funny.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like a lot of movies and shows are just like taking focus on that kind of thing, like Black Mirror, Alita, Altered Carbon.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all focusing on like cybernetic enhancements and stuff like that. And honestly, it's just terrifying me more than anything.
Yeah, it's a little bit intense.
I don't like the future.
It's a little bit intense.
It doesn't seem like a good place.
Who fucking knows, man?
I'm kind of glad to be where I am now. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty chill. At least for us.
Yeah, for us. I mean, you know, there are people in like Africa like starving to death and shit.
That's been happening since the beginning.
Well, have you heard about like recently? I think it's Sudan.
Yeah, no, I have.
Facing like the starvation of like 22 million people.
We have enough food to feed everyone.
Yeah.
And if some of the billionaires that have billions of dollars, it's like you could use some of that to like help people, but you know, you do you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, like Bill Gates is great about that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gates donates so much money. Jeff Bezos, dude, doesn't donate money at all ever.
He said, bro, my wife just took half my billions.
Jeff Bezos, it's like he legitimately like just donates, I think it's like 0.001 or 0.00001. I heard it was the equivalent of somebody who makes like $100,000 a year giving somebody $5. And that's the equivalent of like what Jeff Bezos donates, whereas Bill Gates has donated like 60-70 billion.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
And so it's like kind of weigh those two against each other.
Yeah, there's just, I don't know, there's no way your expenses can be that much. Like, if you have billions of fucking dollars, like, you've broken life.
No one needs $1 billion.
No,
Let's make that like you could have $1 billion and buy everything you've ever wanted and still have like half your money left.
Yeah,
like it is a broken amount of money, and the fact that so many people have them,
you completely beat the game at that point.
Yeah, like I want to say there's like over 1,000 billionaires.
Really?
I think there's more, but it's like, it's just insane. Like $1 billion is such a crazy amount. If I had that,
thinking about like the world's population, or I get money's even crazier because there's more money than there is people. But it's just like, yeah, I thought about that the other day. It's just like, fucking Jesus.
We're coming up on 8 billion.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's actually not a good thing.
Nah, we good. I ain't tripping.
Overpopulation's coming, bro.
We can build islands.
That's not what we're concerned about.
No, listen. We will make another fucking continent and put them bitches there.
I can't even begin to explain to you how wrong that is. I can't.
We can just make a bunch of islands.
It's not a matter of space. It's a matter of resources.
We good, bro. Don't worry about it. I promise we good.
No, that reminds me, I saw this one comic where, like, Superman is like, okay, well, there's an asteroid coming. I'll just push Earth, like, in this direction a little bit, and we'll avoid the asteroid. And Batman's like, if I had a week, I couldn't explain to you all the ways in which that would fail.
Yeah, I've seen that. That shit's funny.
But
push the fucking Earth, Jesus Christ.
Why don't we take the Earth and push it somewhere else? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How far are we?
Probably at about a good ending time. Yeah,
Yeah,
hour and 28 minutes
Yeah,
and 43 seconds.
yeah. I'm down to cut it off if you are.
Oh yeah, so we got I kind of want to say this starting now, but like if you want to go ahead, drop us 5-star rating on iTunes. That like helps our promotion and stuff like that.
Yeah, we finna start this Patreon soon. If y'all gonna be donating us some money,
we got some new sponsors coming in because Zach Revito, he doesn't sponsor us anymore.
Yeah,
we're about to be rolling in the dough. If y'all know what I mean, if y'all can just hit that,
we're gonna have a lot of money.
Hit that MF like button and give us 5 stars. I will personally come to your house and like
kiss you on your lips.
Kiss you on the lips.
Yeah, definitely.
Like pretty passionately, like not just like a passive.
I'll make the fuck out.
Yeah, not just like a passive kiss, just like it'll be intense. So I hope you're ready for that.
What if we kissed?
Come to think of it, we might be discouraging them from giving us 5 stars.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not gonna kiss you regardless. Like
kiss on the cheek.
Listen, I mean, there's levels. Okay, to the Patreon, there's reward tiers. It's like, if you donate $5, you get a customized email with a cool selfie of us with our thumb up or something like that. If you donate like $10, that's a kiss on the cheek.
15 is a kiss on the cheek and a firm pat on the ass.
Oh yeah, and then
firm.
$20 is a kiss on the lips, but just a peck. Just a peck. And then it just keeps going up. It's we're ending at eating ass though. That's all.
$100. We will come over. And
we will eat your fucking ass. Ay.
So yeah, you've got that to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're actually gonna make a Patreon. If this shit started popping, then I would.
Yeah, make this shit be popping. I don't want to work.
Yeah, so right now start at $5 or not fucking $5. 5 stars on the iTunes.
Yeah, 5 stars on the iTunes.
And if you enjoy our podcast and you have friends that have similar interests to you, why not share it? Yeah, I mean, why not share it?
Share it with the world. Tell the world, hey, these guys are pretty cool.
Yeah, and they'll eat your ass
if you give them $100
monthly. That's the thing.
And you'll also get all the other tiers of rewards. So like,
damn. So, wow.
That personalized email of like us with our thumbs up.
We're about to just become prostitutes. Do you realize that?
It's not prostitute. It's not prostitution if it's Patreon.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
So, yeah, we've been talking about this for 3 minutes now. I feel like that's a little much. So,
all right. Well, I guess we'll see you later.
Yeah,
listeners.
It's been real, listeners.
Here's a digital kiss through the mic.
I hope you guys got that.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.